Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Batistuta. That's an imaginative pass. And here's Batistuta. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, and the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Good steal. He just read it. Played out wide. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Bale! Well, now it's a race. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Park Ji-sung. And he's intervened well there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Still goalless. In with the challenge. Oh, it's beautifully weighted. Rafinha! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presents itself.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Pass somewhat off target. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Bale. Messi. That's tidy. Oh, he's burst through. Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. No, he is not giving anything away. It's a really well-measured ball. That's been cut out, well played. Ambitious ball here. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, there's the clearance. Now it's Batistuta. Serginho. Rafinha. Aimed beyond the defence. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Played into the middle. Shot, surely! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Rafinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Batistuta! They would have in for the pieces. Nice looking ball. Baresi kept aware. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Paris Saint-Germain leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and here's a chance! And that has been clubbed away. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Vitinha. Conte. Vitinha going. Vitinha! No way through, so back it comes. Still just a single goal between the sides. And he's managed to get free. Knocks it into space. And he was quick to react. Oh, what a mistake! Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's...
And Batistuta! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's whipped it across.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Park Ji-sung. He's got away. Bale. Here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. Engages and forces him off the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Played back in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Gabriel with the clearance. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Bale. He's got plenty of space out wide here. So much time and space here. 5 minutes left on the clock. Oh, they can break here. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's a nicely shaped ball. And he's Batistuta! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
No, again, there's no way through. And he's picked out the run. Now then, oh, what has happened here? He's shifting through the gears here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Paris Saint-Germain have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Rafinha. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Bale. Cannavaro, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
Beckham. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? It's not an especially good pass, that. Puyol cuts it out. Well, that has not gone well. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Azar. Raul. No, it's come to nothing.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Oh, what has happened here? They get a throw in. Messi. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's one-on-one. Khan did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's only too happy to take that back. Threads one in. Bale. Bale! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And Torres! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Haaland. He's in a great position here. He is judged, surely! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Ronaldinho. Nice-looking ball.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, easy pickings there. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely, now the chance for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Oh, he's been caught napping, and he's lost. Rafinha! It's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure, and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And he was quick to react. Raul gets into some space. The ball goes... Ronaldinho! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't...
And Rafinha. And he's there to belt it away. Out of play for a throw.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the...
It's Lampard! Nicely aimed pass. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. That's good vision. Khan claims comfortably. Batistuta. Batistuta's cross. And the keeper beats it away.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Rafinha is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And this is Torres. Driving forward. And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Beckham. And here's Torres. Bale. And he's heaved it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Vitinha. And that will be it. Paris Saint-Germain can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. Van Basten, and here's Haaland. The wait had become maddening for Argentina fans. 28 years since their last... It's Van Basten! It's fallen kindly here. Just off target.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
Wits. Haaland. Well, the idea was a good... Oh no, what has happened here? Danger averted for now. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vardiol spots it and intercepts. Haaland chasing after it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. It's good from him.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Could be danger here. Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rafinha is onto this. And he's had it nicked away. Rafinha. Now it's Messi. And he's found a way past. Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Batistuta is flagged offside. Baresi.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Vardiol. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Messi. Haaland!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Now it's Bale. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, that's a key interception. Rafinha is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Good take, and is he in? And he's heaved it away. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, now here's it. It's Isco! And here's Haaland.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Haaland! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And this is Bale. No, it's come to nothing. He's found a way through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Wirtz given the lift of his goal. Wirtz going full tilt down the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Bale. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. He is through here. Messi's cross.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. Paris Saint-Germain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Puyol gets over and intercepts. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he shoots! It's there! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams.
It's Van Basten!
Van Basten really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Knocks it into space. Ter Stegen claims comfortably. Costa Curta. Messi. Messi. There he goes, motoring forward. Real chance for a shot! It's in! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Paris Saint-Germain go into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal?
Batistuta! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Paris Saint-Germain come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Paris Saint-Germain are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And we are back underway. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cannavaro cuts it out. And he's managed to get rid. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Plays a sharp little ball here. Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Wirtz. No outsmarting him this time. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he can clear it away. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. And this is Batistuta. Well, there's the clearance. Vitinha did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Messi might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
Mbappe is onto it in a flash. And they're quick to get it back. Rafinha. Nice interception. His position was spot on. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Messi. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now that's well seen too. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, no question, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. That's a pretty loose pass. Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Ter Stegen gets it away. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent...
And Batistuta! And he's heaved it away. No, he's had it taken off him. De Bruyne.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Nicely weighted ball. Picked out brilliantly. He's having a shot! No mistake! Again, we are level. What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Barcelona really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played back in. Little pass back. Neymar! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
So here comes a substitution. Tries to play it through. And he's found a way past.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
De Bruyne. And it's Lampard. No, that's been intercepted. That's really well cleared. Looking for the run. He has a look up. Vinicius Junior! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, nothing decides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Any reflection, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. Overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Bale. Rafinha! Rafinha! Ambitious ball here. Neatly clipped into space. It's Dembele! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Dembele really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture? Batistuta!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
That is a great pick out. And he's managed to get free. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Looking for a runner. Roberto Carlos. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Messi. That's a cute ball. Chips it through. Batistuta receives it in a wide position. Batistuta's cross. And he's there to get it away. Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it. Rafinha. No goals as yet. Bellingham can see things others simply cannot. Thailand trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Messi will not lose out against this. It's Billy! So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, all of a sudden, bang.
Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Bale. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And they can counter here. Guardiola.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's got away. In towards the back stick. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. Puyol, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, strongly challenged there. Aimed beyond the defence.
Paris Saint-Germain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Collier knocks it out wide. That's a little off target. Roberto Carlos hangs in a cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Roberto Carlos, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Conte. Thuram gets across to intercept. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He has found the way through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. The message is clear. None shall pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's gone back to the keeper. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Dembele. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Kante did just about enough to come out on top there. He's one-on-one! And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
The look of disbelief on the faces of his teammates, I don't need to add to it.
Vitinha is the team's great visionary. And this is Bale! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He can run onto that. Messi!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Out towards the flank. Decent progress down the left. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, that is a nice touch.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Rafinha. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Great ball if he can get there. A header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, his big chance! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. That's the throw. Danger averted for now. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Played in deep. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. All hands on deck for this one. He's got all. Thailand take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic.
Has a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
He gets big. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Oh, what has happened here? That has ended up in no man's land. And that's it. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, no joy this time. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Short changes him with that pass. And this is Bale. He's got away. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
There's the shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Batistuta demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So, a breakthrough already.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
No way through. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Nicely shaped ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And this is Batistuta. Rafinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Eder Militao. Now it's De Jong. And this is Batistuta. Knocks it into space. Tries a shot! He has done it! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham, Batistuta. And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Rafinha, played out towards the right wing. And this is Batistuta. He's found a way through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Paris Saint-Germain presented with a golden opportunity here. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. And he's missed altogether.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Tries to pass it through. And it's Serginho. Thinks about the shot. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And he plays one through. That's really well cleared. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Batistuta. Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Roberto Baggio. And here's Batistuta. Bellingham. Could move up a gear here. Threads one in. Eder Militao. De Jong. Kante does really well to win the ball there. Rafinha. Oh, there's a probing ball. Batistuta picks it up out wide. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Vitinha. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eder Militao. Bellingham. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Cannavaro gets it away. Serginho. Now he's got space here. Well, there's the clearance. Rafinha. And reclaimed it in a base. Bajo, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, shooting chance! Superb goal!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And now he has two. And the first half is done. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And the second half gets underway.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up.
Bellingham! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Bellingham has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And it's De Jong. He's through here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Batistuta. Paris Saint-Germain come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Pete.
And Batistuta!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
He won't be happy with that one. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bonucci spots it and intercepts.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Nicely weighted ball. Searching pass he's played there. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Rafinha aims beyond the defence. And he can clear it away. Taken back almost at once. And it's Bellingham. Messi. He's having a go! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Cross goes in there. Batistuta trying to keep this in. Quality ball. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Haaland. This looks promising. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now there's a fine ball. Vinicius Junior.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. And here's Vitinha. Rafinha! Diogo Costa clears. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, good take in a good area. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking for the run. Conte. De Jong. That is ended up in no man's land.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Serginho. No, not quite on the same wavelength. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Rafinha. He's through, now is he in? An uncompromising challenge. Adams gets good distance on it. Vitinha.
Paris Saint-Germain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Vitinha. Now who's going to be first to this? Cleared without complication. Has crossed into the middle, punched away, and he's gone looking for safety. And the referee brings it to a close. Paris Saint-Germain played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game, a game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. Now it's Batistuta. Well, it seems fair to say, Jim, that Diego Forlan is the outstanding player in this lineup.
Yeah, and I think it's incredible how his career has turned out after a difficult start. He's made himself into a great all-round player with vision and creativity in addition to his finishing now.
And a reputation for being lethal, clinical, vital in front of goal is by now very, very richly deserved.
Really effective.
He's away! Spill! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? That's a lovely, neat pass. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And he welcomes it in.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Bale. And the ball's come loose here. Oh, beautifully shaped. Rafinha!
Paris Saint-Germain would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Played out wide. Puyol. And it's Messi. Passing nice and neat. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Bale! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Cleared without hesitation. Puyol! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Looking for options for movement. Your impression so far, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
He's oh, but he got plenty on.
Beyond brilliant control, which was exactly what the situation required.
Now, to spin positively, I really can't. Oh, good looking ball. Eder Militao.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to quality and set an example.
Looking for a runner. There will be a throw-in. That's definitely not his best. And that's another throw. And they're not going to make any further progress now. It's Batistuta. The ball, that is asking for trouble. Oh, that's a key interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking for the run. And he's in on goal. And that has been clubbed away. Roberto Baggio. That is a great pick out. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Madrid finding their passes. He's having a shot! And he's done it! There is the breakthrough! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net.
It's Bale! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bale! He's missed, but not by that far. Roberto Baggio.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ball driven towards the... He gets big! He will be livid with himself. And that has been cut short. That is good alertness. Now he's got space here. That's beautifully weighted. Here comes the corner. This possibly the last play of the half. That's a decent clearance. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Rafinha, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And the through ball. That pass has been well intercepted. Paris Saint-Germain do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Rafinha. Vitinha. Nicely weighted ball. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Cleared without complication. And that's been won straight back. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Ambitious ball here. And he cuts out the supply. Plays a sharp little ball here. Great ball, and he's in here. Always. He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Tries to pass it through. Face to face with the keeper. And the shot! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Paris Saint-Germain grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Batistuta! Conte. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That's ruffled a few. Oh, what has happened here? Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should need a rise. Searching passes played there. Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyway. It's fallen! It's in! And again they hit the front. He has given that the lot. Bang!
And I think he's surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Madrid take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rafinha. Rafinha! And that could have brought them level.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Knocks it into space. Nice looking ball. Oh, well played.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Tries to play it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vitinha is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Rafinha. And here's Haaland. That's really well cleared. Can he get it through? Oh, well measured. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Bonucci promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi. Driving forward. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. And this, an opportunity to pull level. Vitinha! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, split-second react. And that is as far as it goes. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.